CREWCast. 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 Give it up for the CREWCast!
Fuck you, Cannon. Starting as we mean to not go on. Stupid crashing, stupid technical stuff. Welcome to episode 69, dude.
Talking about this one for a while. I remember when this was just a theory of like we were ages. This I don't know. We were like probably 30 or something, and we're like,
imagine
when we do 69, we'll do one of our second. Yeah, well, we're
So
here.
we thought we had a guest on this week. We don't.
No, it's next week.
So the Gremlin's back.
Apologies.
Hello, Gremlin.
Yeah.
Gremlin's here. Lou's here. I'm here. This is episode 69, and we've actually put out a. We literally just put it out now because we're about as organised as a bunch of bats flying out of a cave. Stories for you guys to share for episode 69. It's also a hair down episode.
Yeah.
Hair down. And I just realised that when you lift your arm up and you're like, do I smell like a man? And the answer was, you smell like shit.
You didn't actually smell like shit. I just thought I'd just tell you.
It's not bad, dude.
Did you smell bad?
We've been in the garage garaging. I've got garage hands, so I've still got oil all
In
my
the garage,
nails.
garaging.
Garaging like men.
Yeah.
Real men. Because I'm going biking tomorrow. We're motorbiking. I'm going to Donington to the races, which will be slightly sexual for me, so it's in keeping with the episode. But then I just ran in there to get some deodorant. You know when you lose man points? When every spray can you pick up is no longer deodorant, but dry shampoo.
At least you didn't spray that on.
Not even like a musky, vanilla dry shampoo. Like cherry blossom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did accidentally dry shampoo my armpits the other day. It looks a lot like a Nivea spray can.
Well, at least it's de-oiled your armpit.
Yeah, I've got dry armpits.
Yeah,
and they smell like cherry blossom.
I
So
was going to say like it was a hair down one because of it being a sexual one, but being honest, I always put my hair up because it does get in the way.
oh dear.
Yeah,
Sometimes I'll just put it down to toss.
I think it looks sexual, but in terms of practicality, it's actually not that practical, is it? I get
I
it.
don't think I've ever really had a issue. You're like you're midway
inhaling
through
my hair
and
up.
you're just like, wait a minute. Just 2 seconds. Within a second. Just
No, I see. It's
grabbing all this and then wrapping it up. I'd be like, and moment's over.
yeah, but it's prepped. It's already. It's like all right. There we go. That's like one of the first tasks. I'm just like I ain't sucking in my own hair.
So most people are walking in, taking pants off. You're walking in, hair's going up. So that's the signal.
Yeah, I'm already naked at this point. Just do.
With one leg up on the bed,
Yeah, just
Balls dangling.
putting my hair up.
but in the hair.
So if you see me with the hair up, you know what it is.
You know what's been going
Yeah,
down.
you know what time it
He
is.
looks a little bit flustered and his hair's up.
Yeah. I think it's just because I'm so unfit that I get gassed and then I do just suck in my own hair. It's like at BJJ. I have to keep my hair up for that. I rolled with my hair down just once because just by accident I was actually leaving and then Gaskin was like, "Oh, do you want to just get a quick one in?" I was like, "Yeah, let's go for it."
and your hair
But
was down.
I forgot to put my hair up, and like he just crushed me as always. But it was so much worse because my hair had flopped over my face. So
You're
I was like,
breathing through your own hair.
yeah, I was literally just like sucking in my own hair. Horrible experience.
That is horrible.
So yeah, thanks, Gaskin. Cheers. Appreciate it.
The love child of Arnold Schwarzenegger and
Peak Brendan Fraser.
Brendan
like
Fraser. That's
the
it.
Mummy.
Peak Brendan. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
not current.
Heartthrob Brendan.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
He already fucking is, to be
Yeah,
honest.
but he's not even in his prime yet.
I know. Yeah, I've got high hopes for Gaskin. I really do. And such a lovely person as well.
Yeah, I know. We just don't take your girls near him. Let's do it. Let's get the episode. Well, we're going to need this on this one. So the crew chest is back. And this week we have got a pretty one in. It's whiskey week again. I'm happy about this. Do you know what? I think I'm fully switched. Unless it's a spiced rum, I'm fully switched. I am de-pirated and fully cowboyed. Unless
really?
unless it's a spiced rum.
I
I've come to the conclusion.
think this is the most unique bottle that we've had on in terms of the bottle itself.
Is that because it looks like a disco ball?
It
from
looks like a golf
the
ball.
60s.
But also,
It does look like a golf ball. Yeah, so it's got, if you're not watching on Spotify or YouTube, which you should be, actually, no, you shouldn't be. We love you all, whatever platforms you're on, but it's fun to see what we're doing sometimes. It does look like a golf ball, but it does mean that you can pivot the bottle and put it anywhere, and it just kind of stays. It's really cool. So you can mount it however you want on your shelf.
it's very unique, isn't it?
That's
That is
pretty cool.
100%
That's pretty cool,
been
actually.
custom made.
Yeah,
like,
they've thought that through. haven't
that's
they?
not
Look at
something that they've
yeah, look at that. It just sticks anywhere. You can have it angled however you want. Yeah, that is cool. I like that.
And that again is the only reason why I bought it.
It looks classy. I'm not gonna. This would not look out of place in a gentleman's club.
Yeah.
With all leather and a butler serving like roasted chestnuts.
You know where they've got like it's a globe, and then they lift the top of the globe, and there's like
yes,
a bottle of whiskey.
100% would be in
Yeah,
there.
that would be in there.
And it isn't. Is this OSA? Is that the brand,
I don't know.
or is it called OSA?
The box is just to the side, and there is a description.
OSA, Clubhouse Blended Scotch Whiskey. Do you only downside? Twisty top.
Twisty top.
Twisty top, no cheeky pop this week, which is not suitable for the episode. So you're gonna have to do your.
Well,
cheeky
I already did a cheeky pop. If anyone
Yeah,
was
you did.
listening to
If
the
you
story,
watched on Instagram, it
was more than,
I wasn't even ready.
It was more than cheeky. It was just straight up filthy.
Yeah, I could taste it.
Yeah,
I could taste it. It was a deep fart.
there was no
let it rip.
warning. Yeah, I was
It's what social media is made for, really.
Yeah, fart jokes.
Documenting farts.
Yeah.
So this is. Let's have a look at the description of this whiskey. It's a blended Scotch whiskey. It's called Clubhouse from OSA Fine Spirits. The rich. Oh, we'll do this in the baritone. The rich and fruity one. OSA Fine Spirits Clubhouse is full of flavored, fruity, and fresh. The exceptional blend of rich fruit flavors comes from aging in European oak casks that have previously contained sweet wines. I mean, Roger loved the sweet wines. We're absolutely smashed. We're gazeboed on them. We're absolutely gazeboed. Oh, not just sweet wines. It's previously contained sweet wines, sherry, or port. That explains why we were completely gazeboed. We thought it was just wine. No, sherry and port in there. Bloody Nana's been at it, no doubt. The powerful flavours are balanced with an undertone of sweet spiciness that leaves a fresh, energetic, mouth-watering finish. The perfect accompaniment to an evening with friends.
It did sound like a good.
That does sound like a whiskey from.
They've nailed that description.
Well done, you guys. I would buy that off the description. Yeah. That is the first one I think I would. No, it's not actually.
There's been a couple of good ones.
Some good ones, but that would genuinely, if you were going to buy that, like thinking about buying it, and you read that, you're like, I'm in.
You go first, mate.
Okay, well, you do the cheeky pop for us. That's weird. It's letting off like a fizz. You hear that?
Yeah, there's pressure.
There's pressure. Oh, wow, there's a waft from that.
Oh, really?
Like a strong cologne of an old fellow.
I feel like I need
that is strong.
I feel like I need a monocle and a fucking top hat to drink this.
Oh, mate, yeah, that is a proper... Because you've got to get past the alcohol smell.
Really?
Yeah, you can definitely smell the fruity
good or
kick
bad?
to it.
You got
It's
me worried.
good.
Oh, right, okay. I was worried.
It's going to be really rich.
Yeah.
Like rich and fruity.
Oh.
But... Yeah, you can just...
Give it
It's more fruit and then a little bit of port.
Let me stick
or
my
sherry at
schnoz
that
in
back end. Stick your schnoz in. You're going to get a big wallop of alcohol first, but then go through that. Strong, isn't it?
Alcohol.
Yeah. Sniffity sniff. Get your schnoz in. Dig it in there.
Yeah, it's fruity.
Then the fruity hits you. Then the sherry. I wonder if it does that on the palate. We shall find out right now. We also have already got some little voice messages from you guys.
Oh, yes.
Which we're going to start the episode with. Now, we told you guys that you can leave us... Well, we know... Hang on. Pour test. Interruption for...
Glug, 100%.
100% a glugger. Ooh, that is a cheeky glug. It made up for no cheeky pop with an exceptional...
They were like short and fast glugs. They were. Ferocious.
It was like... Oh, you know what it well, literally
also
was.
in keeping.
If you just listen closely, here you go. Just pour it. Money, 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 money. Yeah, delightful. Let's let that just aerate for a little bit because it's not meant to be smoky, so we can let the ice sit in it for a little bit. We'll give it a minute or so. And we will... Oh, I just thought I've got my phone tuned into the fucking camera, haven't I? So I can't check my email. Should have sent them to you.
You should have sent them to me.
Didn't you think of that?
Why don't you just tell me how many minutes we have left and I'll just set a timer and you can go off that.
Oh, going back old school.
Yeah, we're going old school.
Old school. Of all the tech that we've got, we're going old school timer on a phone.
Yeah, why not? How long have we got?
Okay, we're at 10 minutes, so 20 minutes.
So shall I set it at 19?
Sure, you surely can.
There we go. Done.
We're done.
We're counting down.
Look. Let's get into the emails. So I'm going to play these. I have heard 2 of them, and then there's a third. Ooh, Bashi. I've heard a third. We've got a third one, which is the sexy story, which I think we'll start the episode with. So I'm going to show you the other 2 first. So we have one which is unnamed. And remember, these are from a couple of episodes previous. So whatever the subject matter be is going to be to do with something we spoke about that week. But I want to give you guys your airtime for taking the time out to send us some voicemails.
So you listen to these?
Listen to 2 of them, not the one from today, because we've got a funny sex story.
Okay.
Okay. Let's have a little see. All right, here we go.
Fucking right, boys. Picked up on this. My other half took me about 6 months to notice it.
Okay, this is from the episode where we were talking about stuff that irritates you that other people do. Like I kept saying right.
Oh, right.
Do you remember? And I was trying to stop myself saying right at the beginning of a sentence or so and and all this shit. And we're like, what do you pick up on other people? So I think he's following on from that.
Everything ends with sort of thing. And you know, it'd be like...
Let's rewind that because we've skipped. I cut him
my
off.
other half took me about 6 months to notice it. Right. Everything ends with sort of thing. And you know, it'd be like, I went to the shop and he bought this and he did that sort of thing. And
Sort of
when
thing.
you notice it, it's impossible to not notice it anymore.
And he has to
So the
live
way
with
that
it.
I've combated this is she'll say it, I'll just say it right back. And I'll go like, oh, you know, he went to the shop and he bought this and did that with it, sort of thing. Sort of thing.
How genuinely petty he's got with it.
Yeah. He's fuming now.
Sort of thing?
Sort of thing.
Oh, is it? It's exactly what I do, though.
He's just literally broken his own relationship now.
This is the end of it, how genuinely amped he is.
And just throw it right back at her and she doesn't understand it. It drives me up the fucking wall.
Oh, dear. I don't know who you are, sir, because we don't have a name on it. It probably is on the downloaded bit. All here is if I refer to you as number 441002B8A.
Yeah. That's your new
Thank you
nickname.
for
Real
that.
catchy.
That was from the episode where we were saying about things that we do that irritate ourselves and then catch other people doing. Like there was one where when in Burnley, I don't know if I actually discussed it on the show, people say things like, I'm a gate.
Yeah, you've told me that before.
Fucking the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. So
I'm a gate.
let me put it into a sentence for you. There'll be, so I went into town, right? I'm a gate. What you doing here, love? And it means, so I said, or something like that, or I was about this. You know, I'm a gate. How have they even, as a colloquialism, you can't even reverse engineer that.
Yeah.
To even be like a breakdown of something else.
Yeah.
There's no way of getting to I'm a gate. So do you know
Just
what I
visualising that in my head, I'm literally just seeing somebody from Burnley stood next to a gate, just going like, me, that is.
Bit of me, that is.
That's me, that is.
Do you remember that when people used to say that?
Yeah.
That's a bit of me, that.
That's a bit of me, that. Yeah, people don't say that anymore.
When you see like a red t-shirt, that's a bit of me, that.
Yeah.
No one says that anymore.
No.
Did you notice what Ryan said for Leeds is a big Leeds thing? Fair. It's a northern thing. Fair. So if you said something like, it took me 6 months to grow my hair. That's a bit silly because it's going to rhyme now, but he'd be like, fair. And it just means things like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Or decent.
Thing is, I don't pick up on so much of that because I travelled like the UK so much. Like they've all just blurred. I don't even identify where they're from anymore. They're just words. I was like, I don't even associate them with certain areas.
Yeah, there's that. What was the? Oh, so the I'm a gate thing. Yeah. You know what I used to say?
What?
I'm a tree. And they would literally be like, so I'm a gate and I'm a tree, and about what? And they wouldn't even grasp the concept of what I was saying because they weren't even hearing the word gate. Yeah. They were just hearing I'm a gate.
Yeah.
I'm a gate. I'm a gate.
Yeah,
I'm a gate. I'm a gate. They were just hearing that noise. I'm a gate. I'm a gate. I'm a gate. I'm a gate.
Yeah.
Which it meant so I said, or I meant, you know, weird.
It is very strange, isn't it?
But I get you though, sort of thing after everything. I want some cereal, you know, sort of thing. I washed a little bit of my bum, but not the other bit, sort of thing.
Yeah, I think that's just like That's almost like watering down every sentence that you ever make. It's like non-committal. Everything that you do is just like sort of
thing.
but maybe not really.
Yeah.
Kind of a little bit.
Talk about watering down. Let's have a neck of these whiskies because the ice is getting chewed, which means it's a good alcohol. Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Well done for sitting through us. We've just been outside. We're going to Donington races tomorrow. My buddy Mark turned up. Out the blue, I might like to add. Mark loves to never tell me when he's set off or anything. He just arrives through my door.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you're here. He's like, indeed.
I am.
Yeah. And then
Very astute of you, Lex.
Yeah. It's a good job I don't see a helmeted visitor coming through my door a threat. It's usually a friend.
Normally that's a home invasion.
Normally someone it's usually a terrorist act is about to happen. So Mark, and then you turned up literally about 15 minutes later.
Oh, was I right
This was
behind
all within my half an hour scheduling of me getting a quick workout in that you all turned up in. It's like, fuck's sake. So Lou has been outside learning about his future of servicing your own bikes.
Yeah.
Tightening chains, loosening wheel nuts.
Chain. I assisted.
Shouting at
I
tools.
over lubricated a chain.
You screamed all over Mark's bike.
It was the lubiest
We're going to have to
ever.
take the brake cleaner to that back wheel in the morning to make sure it doesn't skid off down the road.
No one told me when to stop, so
He
I
just
kept
spraying.
going.
I thought he was watching you. He wasn't.
He wasn't
watching
no,
you.
no.
So you were just spraying away.
Yeah, I was waiting for a when or something like that.
Yeah.
Say when.
Well, I came back and it looked like you'd when
3 cans later.
Basically, when you put, I have chain wax instead of chain lube, which Lou was spraying on, and chain wax sits on top of your chain. It leaves like a white coating and it seeps in over time, whereas chain lube goes straight in. So with the wax one, you just put a thin layer over the top and let it sit in. And when I came back, it looked like you were doing the frosted windows at Christmas. I was like, that's definitely done. That's definitely done.
It was sufficient.
You lube the chain, the sprocket, the tire.
Yeah, you meant to lube the tire up, right? You don't want traction.
Couple of burnouts, you know.
Yeah. Right. Should we have a sip of this?
Let's have a sip or two of the OSA Gentleman's Whiskey. Oh, it is a little smoky.
That's nice.
I feel like that's got a little bit of heat now. Just coming over the back end of the tongue rather than the top of the mouth for me.
Yes.
It's getting a bit spicy down the tongue rather than a heat.
There's just a really nice fruitiness.
It did say there was a spiciness to it, didn't it?
Yeah. It's the like the fruitiness.
Aftertones of
kind
fruit. Yeah, smooth. I feel though without the ice, that's going to be quite fiery.
Yeah. The fact that it's chewing up the ice so fast.
No, that is nice. I wouldn't say that's an overly smoky one either. As far as Scotch whiskies go, that's really palatable for me because I often get overwhelmed by the smokiness of them, but not that.
No, I like that.
It was nice.
We've had a good run. We
have had a good couple of bottles.
Fucking hell. Yeah,
Right.
the Glenfiddich the other week. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
you guys missed it because obviously, if you watched last week's podcast, we had to record it twice. It was fun.
It
It turned out being
probably
really
for the
fun.
better because we were all pissed.
Dude, we were so drunk by the end of that one. Like I kind of think it was the universe saying, "Boys, no."
Yeah, because Ryan had already had a few beers before he'd started.
By the time
By the end, he was kind of just like...
He was slumping, and then we said, when we were like, "Oh, he hasn't recorded anything," Ryan's initial instinct was, "Let's go again."
Let's fucking do it
Let's
again.
fucking do this again. I was like, "Are you sure?" Because
It was like midnight at
kind
this
of
point.
yeah, it's late, and also this is kind of your career. He's like, "Yeah, maybe not."
Yeah, that was it. It was just like, are you sure you want to go at it again? Because, it's going out publicly. And it's like, yeah, maybe I'll.
Yeah, we'll wait till the morning.
So we just did it with a hangover instead.
It was cool because we just kind of all wobbled downstairs to the fire pit and enjoyed like a good hour outside under the.
Then I had a Stella.
And you had a Stella and got moody. Yeah.
I didn't get moody.
Moody. The seated position was moody. It was crotch heavy.
Well, I do like to man spread.
You were fully man spread.
I was limited by the width of the chair.
Yeah, you were physically limited.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like there would have been a full slump and crotch press had you had an open venue.
Maybe next time. Should we get the next?
Right, so we've got this one is from Kyle Thetic, and I'm not sure what this one's about, but this is one from a previous one as well. This was from last week, I think.
You know what? I'm literally the typical bastard that literally is like, I've been watching you since lockdown, and I'm the kind of...
Okay, so he's Scottish, very, very Scottish. So the first part, I don't know what he said, But I think it's a Scottish endearing tone of
Restart. Okay, I wasn't expecting him to be
no,
Scottish, so I wasn't
ready
even
for that
like
at all. So I think it's something along the lines of "Hey, fucking to you,
Hey, see you cunt.
yeah, cunt," which basically translates as "Hello, fellas."
Yeah. That-
You know what? I'm literally the typical bastard that literally is like, I've been watching you since lockdown, and I look like I'm the kind of guy that literally has too much pride to actually admit that how much you have actually meant to me.
Oh.
And I've actually not realized it until literally today how much you actually have helped me in actually life. You know, I'm so proud. It's always like arrogant to actually, because I was in the Navy and I don't need anyone. I don't need anyone to help me. And it's always been like, and I realized actually, I always tried to blame everyone else. And you made me realize that it's my own fault. I've literally done this to myself. I shut people out. I don't tell them how I think because I feel like a victim. And it's horrible. I really do. And obviously, I've got to catch up in this minute, but I just love what he's doing. And
Just pausing it there. Amazing.
yeah.
That's really heartfelt. You can hear it in his voice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kyle, mate. I'm so glad we helped.
Yeah.
Dude, that's really warmed my heart.
Yeah, it is nice. And
The message is not over. I'm just pausing it to recap a little bit because I think. Do you remember what we were talking about? Was it when we were talking about the fact that we were trying to pull ourselves out of a slump, recognizing slumps, and it was also people around you. We talked about things about stoking the fire rather than pissing on it.
Yeah.
I think it was a section of a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, he's actually saying that he's kind of identified he was the person maybe doing that to himself. It wasn't the people around him, which is an interesting take on it because I think we've all probably been in places where we've been a bit of a dick, and and maybe because everyone's human. Like we often talk about those, the people around us, and if they're not stoking your fire, like get rid. But in certain situations, if the situation is you're not in a good space mentally, shit's going on in your life, you might be that person.
Yeah.
It's quite reasonable.
Yeah.
We're all just fucking one bad day away from being an asshole, aren't we?
That's very true. Yeah. Yeah, I got super moody the other day when I just got overloaded with work stuff.
Yeah.
And but when you get overloaded, but it's, you're not going to be able to complete anything. There's going to be no satisfying end to that day because it's just going to be more work for tomorrow as well. It's got to carry on.
Yeah,
it's been a couple of days on the back end like that, and it fucked all my mooning fucked all my mooning up. I love to get up and give the neighbours a good flash my bum. I get up, I moon the neighbours, I feel better about the day. They hate the day. Yeah. Some of them like it. No, but it messed up all my morning routine and everything because I was getting up to get straight to the computer to get stuff fixed.
Yeah.
And it was just like, no. And I've got people ringing me. No, don't ring me. Yeah, and it's easy to get knocked off. You can be on a solid run for quite a while and then slowly taper off it and not even realize it until you're kind of deep in the bad shit. And then you're like, oh, fuck, how did I get here?
Yeah, I've let it slip.
Yeah, you let it slip. But like Kyle's saying here, he's fucking made a realization of it and pulled himself right out. Mm-hmm. And maybe just something we've said, a sentence he's been able to relate to, has just made him have that light bulb moment. Yeah. Let's just rewind it a touch because I did interrupt him. So there's only about 15 seconds left. Back into the Scottish fella.
I shut people out. I don't tell them how I think because I feel like a victim. And it's horrible. I really do. And obviously, I've got to catch up in this minute, but I just love what he's doing. And by the way, I make these art pieces. If you actually want one, by the way, I can send one to you straight away, happily free of charge. I'll send it for free.
Wow. That's where it ends. Oh, fuck me, 100%, Kyle.
Yeah, 100%.
Whatever you want to send us, we'll show it on here. We'll link you up. We'll do whatever you want, dude.
Yeah. As long as it's not fecal matter.
Yeah.
Send us anything you want.
Poo art. We're not too into that one. Yeah. No poop or blood.
Yeah.
Or bodily fluids.
Yeah.
You're contemplating the fact that there might be some that you'd accept.
Yeah, I was like, what bodily fluids would I take?
What would I accept?
Yeah. No, that sounds great. Yeah, send it over to Black Country Barbell.
Yeah, if you send it, there'll be a link in the description. Should be a link in the description with the address.
If you Google Black Country Barbell, our address is there.
Black Country Barbell, Talbot Street, and just send it care of the CREWCast.
Yeah.
And it'll get there safe, and it won't be sat outside or anything there. There's always someone there from 6 a.m. or something to pick it up.
Yeah, 6:30 till 10. So delivery. It's the number one place for our
it's the best one.
I get all my deliveries in there.
Yeah, I think I remember. I think it was us. How he was saying it was us saying to talk to people, don't burn bridges. And if you've not spoken to someone for a while, do you remember it was this one?
Yeah.
And I was saying if you haven't spoken to that person for a certain amount of time for no good fucking reason, ring them today. Send them a text. You never know who you might help or how it might help you to just open up those doors again. Yeah. I think it was all along those lines, and it's really nice that some of you guys have taken some moments, just sit back and think about what we actually say.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. Because we like to point out whatever we do say is because we literally have just gone through it or have been through it. We're not just reading some literature and then like spilling it out on here.
No.
It's life experience that we're talking about on here. Every time you hear something like today, it's going to be stories that we've been involved with or stories that are directly from something we've done.
Yeah.
So, we're like Guns N' Roses. There's no song written without truth.
Yeah, that's just reminded me of a message from Christian, the guy who moved to Australia. If you remember, however many episodes ago.
Yeah. So, quick recap on that guy.
Yeah, I'll actually let me pull up his message.
I remember it was Christian, was it?
Yeah, he's not,
He was moving to
not
Australia within a week of sending us a message, and he was kind of in a bit of turmoil about it. He was obviously leaving his family behind, stuff like that, and he was worried that when he got to Australia, he didn't know how he was going to kind of plant himself there, meet new people, and get himself rolling. He started to have a bit of doubts about the move, I think, hadn't he?
Yeah.
Well, we got an update from him.
Yeah, we did.
But what did we suggest, actually? Do you remember what we suggested? We suggested getting in. The moment you get there, one, we said, mate, it's a fucking awesome. Australia's sick.
Yeah.
It's a great place to be. The sunshine, the people, the lifestyle, because they start at like 4 a.m. and by like 2, they're all time to quit, and they all go onto the beaches, have their teas and that, barbecues. They put shrimp on the barbie.
Put a shrimp on the barbie.
And then we were just saying takes advantage. But I think we basically summed it up as being this is a whole opportunity for you to take with you what you love and leave behind what you don't, and start afresh with a clean slate, and then get involved with some clubs, put yourself forward, meet new people, meet everybody and anybody, and just take it as it comes.
So
Update.
Yeah, so this is the update. Literally, so he says, just thought I'd update you, Lewis. I'm catching up on the CREWCast now. Episode 63 has almost brought tears to my eyes. I'm in Oz now, 70 pounds lighter than when I restarted my fitness journey.
That's it. He was a heavy boy, and he dropped a lot of weight.
Yeah, got back into training because of some of the stuff that we were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 70 pounds lighter than when he restarted his fitness journey. He started MMA over there. He's gone from being on £50 a day as a labourer to £10 an hour as a carer, and now he's on $28 an hour in his new job. I've got money in my account for the first time in my life, and a house, just me and my girlfriend, because he used to share with his parents when he was in the UK. So I've already extended the invite to Lex, with him mentioning it in the CREWCast. He might come out, but I wanted to extend the invite to you also. If you and your partner want to come over here during the year, I'm living with my auntie. Living on my auntie's land, which has 5 rental properties on 100 acres of land and has an animal sanctuary on it. So
that's like a fucking dream.
Yeah, and he's
100 acres of roaming land with an animal sanctuary on it.
Yep, and he is 30 minutes away from Steve Irwin's gym. Steve Irwin's zoo. Wish Steve Irwin had a gym. That'd be amazing. So it just sounds amazing. I've had a bit of
crocodile sprint track. Get yourself started. We're going to release the gators.
Yeah. This is the gorilla
arm wrestle.
Yeah, gorilla arm wrestle. Yeah. So I thought that was really nice. It was just a great little update.
Then all his worries have gone. Look, he's got there. It's amazing. He's got his own place. He's on better money. He's got a better energy level. He's lost the weight.
If we can work something out in the next 12 months or so, we'll definitely try and get over it.
He did message me about Australia. I don't know if he did tell me a little bits about the updates and things. I respond to so many people. Those things get caught up in the mix with me sometimes between CREWCast and just normal socials. So if you do message me on socials, just preempt it with saying this is CREWCast related or something. Then I know I can keep you in mind as to what you're talking from. But yeah, amazing. And 100%. Yeah, 100 acres of land, free roaming land near Steve Irwin's zoo. Count me in. Yes, well, a big congratulations, sir. I'm really happy to hear that it's worked out, and I'm glad that all your fears have subsided.
Yeah, and also thanks, Kyle, was it?
Yes, so that was Kyle. Kyle's Aesthetics, so I'm assuming it's Kyle.
Yeah, so just being so honest about that as well and putting that out there. It's,
you don't understand how many people will hear that and relate now. That's the thing. All those daft things that you think about yourself, like what did he say? He thought that he
felt like he was a victim
because he was in the Navy, he had too much pride to ask for help for something like that. Because manly man, capable of going to fucking war. I don't need help with this fucking stupid mindset problem. So but everybody can just sometimes do with just someone to listen to them.
Yeah.
So someone to just bounce things off, to let each other know, yeah, thought you're thinking, we all fucking have it. Yep, that's normal, mate. And it just eases that worry.
Yeah.
Simple things go a long way sometimes.
Yeah. So is this now the mystery one?
So
that
now
we don't
we're
know
on to funny sex story. This is just the file name. That's all it was, and that was all it was sent to us. So this is this will be funny. Well, we hope it will be. Here we go.
Hi guys, you asked for some funny sex stories in the last episode, and I don't know if this counts, but here we go. So I was talking to this girl for a bit. We got onto like the fourth or fifth date, and she invites me back to hers.
Can I just say, I'm already in because of the accent. I'm already fully hooked.
I think I know who this is.
Just say, all right, fucking right. Right.
I
what's
think
going on? If a fucking donkey
has he got a name?
and a lollipop, I think so. Just say it with a hard mouth.
No. Here.
No. Well,
Is it not? Because
what does the name start with?
I don't know. I just know his Instagram.
Yeah, no, I don't. It's maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Let's carry on.
I'm pretty
Anyway,
sure it's him. I've
rewind
heard
it.
his stories.
Rewind it a couple of seconds, but I'm already in the voice. It's either a sex story or I'm buying a second-hand car. It's two ways.
Fourth or fifth date, and she invites me back to hers. Absolute result. We get there, we start fooling around. It's all fun and games. I go down on her, spinning the alphabet with my tongue, all that good shit. Absolutely putting the work in. Anyway.
Good tip there, sir. Alphabet with the tongue. Listen, fellas, if you didn't know that trick, that is the one. If you don't know what you're doing down there, get down there and just spell the alphabet. No, primary school will never help you more in an adult situation. And here's the thing: if you don't know the alphabet, make letters up.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna care.
Yeah. Just count.
Yeah, this is your time. Maybe do the Egyptian alphabet, whatever the fuck you
If
want.
you can only count to 5, just keep going up and down
Just
for 5.
don't pop up and go, what comes after P?
Oh god, yeah, especially P.
I'll rewind him again in a sec. Just a couple of moments.
All that good shit, absolutely putting the work in. Anyway, she says, I'm going to go put something nicer on, and leaves the room. I'm thinking, absolute result. I strip down to me bare bollocks, and I'm laying in a bed. Half an hour passes, and she doesn't make a return.
Strips down to bare bollocks. Does he normally have unbare bollocks? Is there a bollock sock? Is there such a thing, a bollock jumper?
I just imagine that he's tucked his penis into his scrotum. He's pulled it up, so he's bare, but it's his bollocks.
Just bollocks.
Yeah, his bollocks are keeping his penis hidden. Bare
He's got
bollocks.
like an underbite of bollocks
Yeah.
over
Well,
the
he's
penis.
got a press stud, and then it just snaps it up.
Down to my bare bollocks. Like there's another option.
Yeah.
Like I got down to my jumpered bollocks.
Yeah.
You kept the sock, wrap that round the balls, keep them nice and warm.
I strip down to me bare bollocks, and I'm laying in a bed. Half an hour passes, and she doesn't make a return. So I get dressed and start looking around her house. She left me in her house on my own. I don't really know her that well. And I'm just in her yard on my own. I have no idea where she went. We haven't spoken since. And I just want a bit of closure. So thoughts, feelings, opinions, just let me know what you guys think. Also, if you've got the sex expert on, can he or she, please explain why thigh-high socks are so sexy? Cheers, all the best. Love you guys. Keep it up.
Amazing.
Oh man.
Fuck amazing. I think it's Jake. I think his name is Jake. He did leave a name, Jake.
Okay. Yeah, I think must be fitness.
You think it is?
I think that's.
Well,
I don't know. I can't remember.
where did she go? How did you leave the house? Did you lock up afterwards? Did you?
He
rob
hasn't
her?
messaged her. She might have been murdered.
She might be. She might be dead.
Yeah.
Did you check the bathroom?
Yeah.
She might have done an Elvis.
Yeah. She could have. Yeah, she could have gone out. She'd be like, "I'm going to get changed. Oh, I fancy a snack."
needed a
she might
poo.
have allergies, anaphylactic shock, dead on the kitchen floor. You've just quickly looked. You haven't
had a
looked
quick
over the
scan.
counter.
Yeah.
She's there.
Number, choked on the floor, gagging in all the wrong ways.
Or maybe this alphabet thing just ain't actually the one.
Maybe.
Yeah, I didn't know about the alphabet.
What
thing.
did you spell?
Yeah, maybe we're spelling things. Maybe. You know that game where you like write something on someone's back and they have to guess what it is.
he spelled-
She
was
was
he
like
spe- he
reading.
spelled
Yeah. He did something. Yeah, he was just like, "I'm a bitch. Fuck off. I'm going to put something nice on. All right, I'll be back in a minute." Gone and done a weekly shop, ain't she? Wait and just hoping he fucks off.
What the fuck? She left him in. Maybe it wasn't her house. She's the cleaner. She's got the keys to somebody else's house. and she's done something with someone who owns it, and she doesn't like him. So she thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to dog him. I'm going to get a stranger back to their house. I'm going to get him to strip bare bollock naked, no bollock jumper, and then I'm going to leave him in there.
Yeah, wait for them to come back. Just a naked man in their house.
In the house. Yeah, explain that, Roger.
Yeah.
Did you root round the house? I need more info. Did you have a look round the house? Was there any? Did you take anything? I would have taken a souvenir. I would have taken something. I would have also put something somewhere weird. I would have gone and taken like the cheese and put it in the DVD player. Like,
Yeah, like a slice of
just a slice
of
of
cheese in the
cheese.
DVD player.
I would have just left odd things around the house for them to find months later. Maybe if they had a bit of fish, a bit of mackerel, I'd have put that in like one of the air conditioning
Tuck it under the
units.
mattress.
Or in, or in the toilet.
Yeah. Oh, in the cistern.
In the cistern.
Yeah. Could have done loads of stuff.
I don't reckon it was her place.
There'd be like surely pictures or photos or something around.
Did you do any investigation? Did you go full Clouseau?
What app? Did you just did
We
he say he
need
put his
more.
did he say he put his clothes on before he looked?
Oh, did you just wander around bare bollock naked?
Yeah, just going around, opening the doors is like I can't remember if he said he put clothes on.
Guys, you asked for some funny stuff.
Sorry.
I'm going to go put something nicer on and leave.
So she said she's going to go put something nicer on.
Maybe she went to put something nicer on and realised, fuck, I ain't got nothing. I'm just going to
She's
nip
going
out.
to nip out. Then she met a girlfriend on the way. They started chatting about shiny stuff.
Or a car broke down on the way.
Or
to get something nicer.
maybe the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. And they were like, oh my God, she's such a bitch. Oh my God. And then they just started watching it because it's addictive. And maybe they're still sat just watching the Heard. And how long ago was this?
Yeah.
Was it pre-trial, post-trial, during trial? We need to know. But hang on, let's find out. So she went off to...
So was he naked searching around the house?
Yeah. She didn't come back.
He doesn't make a return. So I get dressed and start looking around.
Got dressed.
She
Oh, mate.
Started looking around
Rookie
the house.
mistake there. You
Yeah.
should've- if you were naked prowling around the house.
He could have herded it and just done a shit on her side of the bed,
Yes.
then left.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a risky manoeuvre, leaving a random person in your house.
It wasn't her house. I'm telling you now.
It's such a like. I just can't understand it. I really can't. I'm trying to wrap my head
I would've
around
made
this
a
and make
sandwich.
this logical.
I would have made a sandwich and waited for a while, and then if they didn't come back,
What,
I
are you
would have-
cutting the sandwich in half and having half and seeing if they want the other half?
No, I'm eating the full fucking sandwich. They've left me alone in the house. I'm making a manwich. I'm going full bore. I'm possibly experimenting. I'm going through what's in the fridge. I'm putting things together that I might not otherwise try.
Olives,
getting
get some olives on there,
But
yeah.
fucking olives. I'm chopping them with a little sharp knife, making little sliced olives.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, a bit of cheese.
What if they got
meat,
not very sharp knives though? She might not have sharp
smushed
knives.
olive.
Yeah.
I'm trialing. I don't care at this point. I would still be bare bollock naked too, sitting on all their furniture. I'd just be
Imagine she comes back. You just
that's
sat
where
on the
I'd be.
sofa naked.
sat on the sofa naked with a massive manwich on a plate. You'd be like,
Yeah, just going. You know what? Leather really sticks to you when you're hot, doesn't it?
you just get up, rub the crumbs off yourself, and be like, right, ready for the 7 times table? Well, fair play.
Yeah.
Well done, sir.
Thank you for that. I
was
just
good.
want to know more.
We need more. Jake, can you please give us an update voicemail on what happened? And thigh high socks. Why are they so sexy? I'm gonna say Britney Spears music video.
Yeah.
That's one reason.
Yeah.
Why
Maybe
is it?
subliminally, it's like wired into us.
Also,
think
Japanese
because-
cartoons.
Yeah. There's all that kind of like schoolgirl shit, which is obviously very
Yeah.
sketchy, but
And that's all,
there is that.
That is all knee high socks.
Yeah. I think sometimes though, obviously nudity is good, but then like when there's more going on, it makes it more interesting. But then when more goes on, often it covers up some of the nudity. So then that's a way of adding a little bit more with all the naughty bits still being on display.
Yeah. So there's more viewing pleasure.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different.
Yeah, I think it just adds layers and texture. It's visually
But
appealing.
there's something about it, like it elongates a part of the body or
Yes.
causes a focus to a certain point.
Yeah, that's definitely. I bet you it makes like the legs look longer or
longer.
something like that. Yeah, 100%.
Bet it's that. Bet it's that.
And it covers feet. Who
It
likes feet?
reduces the cankleisms.
Who likes feet? See,
Some people love feet.
I know some people love feet, but okay, if we're gonna go, if we're gonna go for people that like feet, don't like feet, and are neutral to feet, I would say that like 80% of people don't like feet.
That's just a comment of the day.
10%
So in the comments section,
neutral, 10% like.
you got 2 comments to leave now.
Yeah.
I'd lick a foot,
Yeah.
or
I'd foot a lick.
no, I'd lick a foot, or I'd rather lick a frog. There you go. There are 2 things. Let us
Yeah.
know which way you go. Would you rather lick a frog or lick a foot? If you wouldn't actually have to lick a frog, it's just our way of saying you don't like feet as a sexual thing.
Yeah.
I bet there's a surprising amount of people that like feet.
Yeah. What's your feelings on feet?
They're weird looking things, and if you wiggle them enough and stare at them, they look like the face huggers from Aliens.
No, I've not done that. Yours do actually. You've got
Yeah.
I've got lean feet.
You can see the metatarsals moving.
Yeah. I don't. Have you seen how wide my feet
I
are?
don't think I've ever seen your feet.
Yeah, they're wide as fuck. They are. Yeah. I'm basically got built-in flippers.
I'm gonna have a look at your feet later. They're a bit girthy, aren't they?
That's
Like
so
everything else.
weird.
On you.
That's so weird.
I'm
I'm
gonna look
gonna
at your feet later.
kind of made me feel uncomfortable. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to show him you actually. Telling me that you don't. He's like, oh no, I don't. I'll have a look at your feet.
Yeah.
Telling me they're weird, just acting. You know.
Whack out your weird flipper feet.
Yeah.
Get them on there. I recorded the second foot video for the Worst Pain series 2 days ago. I went in, had it done. Dude.
Yeah.
I have done some work on my feet. I did show that. It wasn't as bad as last time.
Oh, that's good.
But it still sucked.
Yeah.
It still sucked. I still had to bite down on a t-shirt.
When.
But my toes now spread.
Yeah.
They do this now. Do you know what I can't do with my toes?
What?
Anything like this, like a wave. I can't. You know how you can wiggle your fingers? I cannot. My toes move as a unit. They're like a well-trained unit.
Left toe wiggle. We all wiggle.
we all wiggle.
Yeah.
Hoorah!
Teamwork.
Hoorah!
Teamwork.
Yeah, it's not so much a Mexican wave as it is a unified bow.
Yeah.
They're like Japanese samurai, that
Yeah.
ready to go.
I've got enough. See, my feet are so
can you
wide.
wiggle?
Yeah, I can wiggle.
Ah, I
Yeah.
see.
I've
That's
got
how it
enough
should
room
be.
for an extra one. Mine are
You really?
Yeah, mine are spacious, mate. I might start
That's why
renting
you're
out.
so good at
might
pressing
rent
it.
out the gaps.
Oh dear, it's yeah. My feet are a problem. They really are. If you liked my feet, then you've got a serious fetish.
You know, like there's so many companies now that are like, this is a foot that's been in a shoe for 30 years, and it's like that. And you go, this is what a natural foot should look like, and it's like a big flat.
Yeah.
That's what mine looks like. Mine is a big
Yours
flat
is
fucking
natty
pan.
foot.
Yeah, it literally looks like a normal person's foot that's been hit by a shovel.
Do you have fallen arches?
No.
So they're just proper feet.
Yeah, there's. I don't wear like shoes if I don't have to. I
Right,
don't wear.
I've looked it up. Knee socks add undeniable sex appeal to any look as they accentuate the curves of your calves and show a flash of skin above the knees. So they accentuate the shape of the leg. And then, yeah, because if you think about it, think of like a bare leg,
Yeah.
and then think of legs in tights. It hides 100 evils, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it gives you an almost perfect shape without any weird abnormalities. You know what I mean? Like weird,
who are you?
Like a
Whose
calf,
legs are you looking
like
at?
a weird calf, or like maybe I don't know. But you know what I mean? It's like a
Like
bodysuit.
your Mr. Potato Head calves. So you're saying that your calves look better in tights? Is that what you're telling me?
I reckon I'd look better in tights than I do without. I reckon.
Cover your
Actually,
fucking-
no, I don't. I think I need bare legs so you can see all the definition. If you take away my definition, it makes me look like I've got chicken legs.
You 100% need, you know, those socks that are like a chicken leg.
Just get some of those.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
All right, I'll AliExpress them after this. It shows off and brings attention to the shape of the calves and knees. Some people like knees, I guess.
Who looks a fucking knee?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff on Reddit about it. It's like a tight
What,
skirt.
knees?
It's like a tight skirt enhances the shape of the legs and makes it just look so much better. Not to mention drawing more attention to the thigh skin. I suppose it does. It accentuates the shape.
Yeah.
Because you think
I
most
think
girls
that's
are
just tight clothes in general, though,
yeah,
isn't it? Like,
it holds everything in a uniformed fashion. It looks smooth, silky. Yeah, it's like when you see a girl in like a shapely bodycon dress.
yes, yeah.
Because it's almost cartoon-esque, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely over exaggerates things, and I think as well when it's a certain color as well, like a black dress or a red dress or whatever it might be, that it's there's so much more contrast to whatever's behind that it definitely accentuates the silhouette.
I think that's what it is. Silhouette.
Yeah, that's
That and Britney.
Yeah, and
Japanese-
It has.
Japanese
It's
cartoon.
something that's been sexualized, so it's not necessarily that. Like now, we've just been bombarded by it. It's like fucking in the early 1900s, people used to find a fucking ankle sexy. Yeah. Actually, this is. I was literally talking about this today. You know, all the kind of the free the nipple stuff that's going on right now.
Is that going on again?
Yeah, but like there's loads of stuff because Gymshark was reposting something that Adidas did. There was this post with a load of tits on it. I'm like,
Go Adidas.
Firstly, who are these people complaining about the boobs? Because
Who's complaining about boobs?
it's either the women.
We will fight you.
It's either the women that have boobs, so they're complaining about their own boobs, or it is men who like to see boobs. So where are these?
What's the complaint?
That they don't want boobs on social media.
Boobs on social media?
Yeah.
As in what? Out boobs?
Yeah.
But I thought that wasn't allowed anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point, though. They're trying to say, like, why are boobs being hidden?
Because we can't have our penises out.
Yeah, but boobs are like we have our boobs out.
Yeah, but our boobs aren't a sexual commodity. They don't sustain life.
Yeah, but what? Yeah, they don't sustain life. Our penis doesn't sustain life. You don't have a baby
Creates
sucking
it.
a dick, do you?
Creates it. Well, you'd hope not.
Well, yeah, you shouldn't
Parenting
do.
gone very wrong.
So, like, the whole point of it is that like boobs shouldn't be sexualized. It's very it's going to be very hard to do, and it's not going to be instant. But if
They don't want boobs sexy. No, I'm against that. I like a sexy boob.
yes, boobs can still be sexy, but they shouldn't be banned. I don't think so. It's a fucking nipple at the end of the day. A nipple's a nipple.
No, it's not. It's a boob. It's not just a nipple.
But
If
you
it
can
was
see a
nipple
boob,
for
but
nipple-
you can see a boob, but you can't see the nipple. If they cover that nipple, that's
That is
fine.
true.
It's
That is true.
That's completely
You put a
fine.
bit of black tape across the nipple, and all of a sudden,
women breastfeeding, so that they're not allowed. Is that
I'm
indecent
with it.
exposure?
I'm with it. Don't get me wrong. Like boobs all out. Yeah.
But that's what I don't
Boobs ahoy,
understand.
but
It's either men complaining that what guys don't want to see boobs, or it's women complaining who own the boobs.
it's got to be women. It's got to be women.
got-
It's got to
like,
be.
I don't
It's
want
got
my
to be
I don't
the
want my
Karens
child.
of the world complaining about pretty girls or buxom ladies hoisting boobies around and utilizing them for sex appeal.
Because the thing is, as well,
Gotta be.
like
Because they'll be like, I've got a son who everybody hates because you're raising him like a twat. I got a son who shouldn't be projected with these images. Because she wears like a cardigan, brown skirts, orthopedic shoes, and wrinkly grey tights.
Yeah.
And no, fuck you, Karen. Your kid's going to grow up weird and it's your fault. Let him see the boobs. Let him be normal.
yeah, I'm very like free the nipple, whatever the fuck it is. I'm pro boobs.
As long as they're not like,
Yeah. There's definitely a difference in boobs just being out, and then that's fine.
is it full
compared
boob
to,
out
like,
they're complaining about?
Yeah.
Or just boobs on show, like as in
No, boobs out.
bodycon tops and
No,
stuff?
boobs out.
But nobody's got boobs out. So what are they complaining about? Are they
It's
on
the point-
Pornhub
It's the
complaining?
point that they no. It's
Get
the
off
point.
Pornhub.
It's the point that they can't. It's the fact that Instagram, social media, will close, take down a picture.
Hang on. I'm confused. Are they trying to fight to have the boobs out, or are they fighting to keep the boobs in?
They're fighting to keep the boobs in. Instagram
So
takes down
but
boobs.
Instagram's already with them. So what are they shouting about?
No, Instagram's taking boobs down.
That's what I mean. Are there people?
Mm-hmm.
Are they like, we want the boobs? Or are they like,
What do you
yay,
mean the
no
people?
boobs? You're saying there's people complaining.
Oh, the people that are
about
complaining
boobs.
are trying to get rid of boobs on Instagram.
But they're already rid. What are they complaining about? There are no boobs on Instagram.
Yes, but right now there's a push for boobs to
Oh,
be
there's
allowed.
two parties.
Yes, of course. There's always two parts. There's always at
Smashing.
least two. So
Right.
now there's a big push for boobs to be okay on social media, and we shouldn't be like. Yes, boobs can be sexual, but that's not the only function of boobs. Obviously, the main purpose of breasts
There's
for
loads
women.
of function of boobs. Like they catch Maltesers.
Yeah.
They're a pillow. They are funny to look at when they get sunburn. So it's a comical addition.
The main function, obviously, is for breastfeeding, or the original
Slow
the
motion
original-
was invented for running boobs.
That is the
That is
original
the
reason for
single
slow mo.
reason it exists in the world.
So basically,
Nipple tassels. Without them, people would be out of jobs.
all the nipple tassel manufacturers.
Little nipple tassel workers around the world.
So anyway, the whole point of this is that I'm pro get your boobs out, but who are the people that don't? I just don't
Karen, the
understand it.
Karens, the wrinkly tight wearing, brown orthopedic
So they're
shoes
angry
with
at their
the
own
weird
boobs.
kids. Yeah, they're angry at the pretty boobs of other people. I bet if it was all nanas or like African tribeswomen with boobs out, they wouldn't say boo.
But the thing is, whenever like ankles used to be seen as a sexy thing because they were always hidden. The bit that I don't agree with is women get mad at men at the moment for being aroused by boobs, and it's like, yeah, free the nipple, do whatever you need to do, but it's like you can't
If there's a
expect
boob-
just instantly just turn it off. Like I have no control over my penis, like or I've like if I don't, you know what I mean? You can get an erection without meaning to get an erection, right? Like that can happen quite.
You get aroused by just thinking of something, which then leads to another thought. Which then
If you
leads
see
to,
boobs and you like boobs and they're boobs attached to somebody who you
then you
like,
start thinking about some
you're
good
gonna-
boobs that you've had
you just-
recently, or that your missus has got, or that if you're about 12 that you just saw in a movie the other day.
Yeah.
You know, and then you're like, then you go down that thought path of sexy thoughts.
yeah. So it's impossible to just undo all these years of conditioning where boobs have been sexualized in like an instant just because people are like, okay, boobs.
This
Are,
isn't conditioned. We're always going to find boobs sexy. We grow up sucking boobies.
yeah, but that's not necessarily.
100%. That's we
Nah,
all
I
date people
disagree.
that look like have tendencies towards our mothers or something to do with motherhood. Guaranteed. You look at anyone's partner and then find traits in them from their mothers. All the good traits. You will.
No,
you
okay.
will. You will.
Okay, fair enough.
Even in the
I-
least expecting areas.
I disagree with the Freudian approach, but like there's definitely some overlap and there is something to it. But
It's an
the
evolutionary thing.
ankles.
You go with a good boob woman because she's going to feed your kids well. She's got the boobs. She's got the milk. She's got the milky milk.
I disagree.
Her milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. That's what the song's
Ankles
about.
used to be sexy.
Evolution.
Then everyone used to see ankles. Then they stopped becoming sexy. Things were sexual because they were hidden because you didn't get much
here's
of
the
them.
thing
Then when calves were out, there was a but like for ages when ankles were normal, there was a load of guys walking around with boners because they're like, fucking hell, you seeing her ankles? And then when calves became normal, and like, oh my god, can you see it?
Yeah, but isn't that more against
you
the
can see her
societal
knees.
trend of the fact we're not allowed to see these things like such a strict
It's
way?
exposure.
In such a restricted way, though. You're talking about ankles. We're talking about you're not allowed to see any flesh whatsoever. That's very extreme. That's not where we're at anymore in this day and age.
No, but that's what I mean.
So
But-
I don't think it's the same concept of the way the brain would work. I don't think there's any point where you would take boobs now and then just because you see them so much, them not be sexual.
In certain places in Europe, like where there's so much more public nudity in like nudist beaches, that's normal.
You're still going to look at a good pair of boobs and be like, sexy thoughts.
Yeah, but you could look at anything and be like, oh, that's a good shape. You could see a silhouette and be like, oh, that's a nice shape. Like it's I don't know. It's not just in the boob. I think boobs should be just. I want them to still be sexy, but also I think that it should be completely fine because the whole point of a boob is to feed a baby. So like, there's more to it than just a tit, and we're just like, oh, that's a nice boob.
I'm with you. It's a nice boob crew.
I don't know.
I don't want them trivialized. I like the fact they're sexy. I like.
So you don't want to see boobs on Instagram?
No, don't want to see boobs on Instagram. I don't need that. I would rather they remain a sexual item.
I disagree.
I don't need it. I don't need you flashing your boobs. Keep them sexy, ladies.
Yeah, but
Give us a little bit of mystery.
How can you say that?
What? Because I don't want to see needless boobs all over Instagram.
But you got your tits out on Instagram yourself.
Mine aren't titties. Mine aren't sexual like things.
And
in
so
that.
you're saying a woman wouldn't find a nice man's chest attractive?
Yeah, but it's not a direct sexual appendage. Boobs are.
How?
They just are.
How?
They just are.
Please tell me what function boobs are utilised in sex.
Because
In an actual functional point of view, they
they feed the child.
something for you to collapse on top of when you finish.
They feed the baby, so they are in our evolutionary and genetic makeup a sexually appealing commodity. Just like why do we like big bums and all that curves, hips? A good hips is good for birth. Would be more likely to be able to give birth to a baby successfully. It's just those things are all linked to sex because it's all towards sex is for making babies. So
too
if it's to
Freudian
do
for
with
me,
the
this.
it's not Freudian, it's genetic makeup. Like you can't control what you find sexy because it's in your genes.
Oh yeah, of course, I agree with
And
that.
there's an inert memory encoded into our DNA, which is always going to make the boobs a sexy thing. You can't, unless you're going to recode our DNA.
I'm not saying that boobs aren't sexy or they shouldn't be. I just think that it's like, I don't know, there's more to tits than just being sexy.
Like, you can go spend all day on Pornhub staring at all kinds of stuff, but it's not going to just remove the sexiness of boobs or bums.
I think it would over time. Exposure.
I think what it would do would make your sexual gratification more extreme because you're watching sexual acts. But I think if you just stared at pictures all day...
In tribes in Africa where women don't wear tops...
here's the thing. But if you stared at boobs all day as pictures, the moment you saw real boobs, it'd still be sexy. Yeah, even if you desensitize yourself to the pictures of the boobs.
Yeah.
Because then you've got motion, you've got... it's flesh, it's warm, it's there, it's touchable. Do you know what I mean?
But there's still all kinds of guys right now that have erectile dysfunction issues because they're addicted to porn. And that's...
Yeah, but that's the climaxing issues and the fact that they're jacking off as well. Hey, here's a thing that's cool. Sexy times as well. We're on about sex. Hey, we accidentally keep it on track.
Yeah.
Our
tangents
We've
are
re-tangented
not
back
tangented.
round. How much time we got?
Oh, shit, I don't even know.
The time, man, and you don't even know.
We got 2.5 minutes.
Put it up there so you can see it.
Good idea.
In your face. Here's the thing. Why you shouldn't jack off all the time to porn, and it's not what you think. So most people think, having a good old time to full screen Pornhub when you're a little bit bored is a good old thing. And I don't disagree. Like, I think, personal time, releasing your sexual mindset.
There's nothing wrong with having a wank.
Is a very healthy thing. Very healthy thing. But here's the physical act is the issue. And this is really clever when you think about it. And you don't think about it until you're told. The way that a bloke jacks off is usually quite vigorous, isn't it? We've got these appendages known as arms with hands and fingers on the end. And our grip strength as a bloke is pretty strong. And you'll find that those little grippy powers come into quite a lot of play during a bit of lone fun time. But if you jack off too much using your grippity hands, especially your girthy little meat fists, right?
Some power in these
if you
hands.
if you keep climaxing with this squeezed hand around your dick all the time,
like this guy who sent you the picture,
the dude who sent me
the
the figure choking the chicken.
Yeah.
If you're choking, if you're ripping the head off the cock every time, that's what you're going to become accustomed to as a feeling of sexual climax.
Yeah.
Now the female body cannot replicate that kind of pressure or grip. So when you go to have sex, you're going to really struggle to come to climax because the female is not going to be able to create that kind of tension on your dick.
Or that level of friction as well, obviously. It's
Friction, the whole thing.
Yeah,
So
a hand is considerably rougher.
When you think of it like that, you're like, oh, of course it makes fucking sense. So all of a sudden now, because the female, she's warm, she's soft, she's inviting. It's not this harsh, fucking talked up wrench machine.
Yeah.
So there is something to think about in the way in which you go about pleasure in general. And whatever's dominant, if you're jacking off more than you're having sex with somebody else, that thing is going to take precedent about how you start to get aroused or, become erect if you're suffering from things like that. So it's just more about the mechanism you're creating, and it's a mad thing to think about because
there's that physical desensitization, but also that's the psychological desensitization from like when you watch porn. I'm not going to go into how I watch porn, but like, I don't know that many people. Do you actually? Fuck it, I am.
Of course you are. Go.
Do you just be like? Click a video, right? There we go. That's me.
No.
I'm like fucking going through all kinds. I change video 10, 15. I don't know.
I like specific
bored
stuff.
Yeah, I know, but it'll be specific. But I'm like, yep, okay. I'll watch a bit of that.
Immediately go. For me, it's a lot about positions.
All right, okay.
Like if they spend ages just getting nailed in one position, I'm like, this is boring. Yeah. Like it's just literally like watching a GIF.
Yeah, yeah. You want some movement, you want some activity, you want some good camera angles, you want some production value.
If there's a couple of people involved,
you want a storyline.
If there's a couple of people involved,
yeah,
let's not go for the basic maneuvers, guys.
Yeah,
like
you want some acrobatics.
Not even no. I just would like some different variations of like just put your own stamp on it a little bit, or utilize some more underused moves.
Yeah,
because Just
We
we don't
could
need
also be
8
talking about the wrestling.
We don't.
The WWE.
Yeah. Think of it that way, man. If you want to stand out from the crowd.
Yeah.
But no, it is a big thing of I get bored because it's like, rinse and repeat. So I'm also, I don't know, I don't need porn. My brain can do it if I want it to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can, but I just choose not to anymore.
In the shower.
I feel like I'm fucking 10 if I'm doing that
Yeah.
before I had access.
Do you remember the stuff you used to think of
Yeah,
when you were
just
a
like-
teenager? Do you remember the stuff you used to think of as a teenager?
Oh, yeah.
Admit one thing you thought of that was awful as a teenager. Because as teenagers, for those of you that own teenagers, they think
Don't
that
touch
there's
anything
moments
that
in
they've
there.
touched.
Don't touch what they're touching. Don't look.
Don't go into their room.
Don't touch their socks.
Just
If
fumigate
there's a
it.
sock under the bed, burn it. They I guarantee will think of something in a moment of sexual heightenedness and immediately regret their entire life's decision afterwards. One is usually going to be other people's mums or some kind of school teacher that's vaguely sexy but isn't really.
I've just remembered one.
Yeah, go.
It's actually really bad in thinking about it. There was a fucking hell.
I told you you'd remember stuff.
So this was at school. There was I don't know why she did it. There was a kid, and his mom had a boob job.
Nice. This is early boob job time.
Yeah, and she showed people.
What?
Yeah,
That whole boob?
the boob.
Whose people?
His
Kids?
friends.
You're kidding.
No,
How old?
we were at school.
What? Yeah, but teenagers?
Yeah,
15?
We were 15,
15,
14.
16? She would have banged. She 100% would have been a MILF.
Yeah. So anyway,
Was she fit?
Uh,
Or was she having a boob job to make up for the fact she didn't give a shit about the rest of herself?
like Lewis nowadays would have been like, I wouldn't have even looked at her. But Lewis at 14 or 15 was like, I just saw boobs.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was one, and also not good behaviour.
No, completely.
Is that illegal?
Put you in jail? Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that is.
I'm pretty sure that's a sexual deviance of some kind.
Yeah.
But not one that any kid would be upset about
You know,
as a boy.
we had multiple paedophiles at our
Imagine-
school.
What?
Yeah, there was multiple paedophiles.
You what? What? Teaching or just hanging around?
Yeah, teachers. Oh. Literally, like 2 or 3 teachers got done. One of them,
Were they in a ring? Were they a crew?
I think they were all separate individual
There's
paedophiles.
no way they didn't know.
I don't know. One of them had a camera in the toilet.
You could have been on a camera.
No, I'd never used that toilet. So he was the head of the music department.
Oh no!
His name was Mr. Bodley. He's definitely not in prison anymore. So if you know anyone called Bodley who shaved his sideburns, so he had no sideburns. He had
Mr.
got
Turnbull, he did
had-
the same thing at
So
my school.
it went like that straight to
back.
ears.
Yeah.
yeah.
What was that about?
Instant sign of a paedophile.
Jesus, there was one of them at my school.
Yeah. So
It was always a weird thing.
yeah. So Mr. Bodley.
Maybe that's how they signal to each other.
Yes, maybe it is. Yeah, it's like like a separate type of language based on
Yeah,
sideburn
like
length.
how monks would have the monk cut.
Yeah.
That's what they've done. They've gone for the monk cut, but then it drops at the back because it's like monk at the front, party at the back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's the mullet of paedophiles.
So if
So-
you've got a pedo mullet in your vicinity,
Yeah, and so the music block was only small. There was like 3-4 classrooms in there, and then one little toilet. So one of them was my form room, and the entire time for 2 years that was my form room. I didn't even know there was a toilet there because apparently he was like he wouldn't let anyone use it. He'd only let the girls use it, and it was only like certain people that he'd let use
so
it.
he wasn't a gay pedo.
No,
He
no.
was a little girl pedo.
Yeah, yeah. And this is really bad as well. Fucking hell, I don't even know what to say.
Yes.
Oh, because as we were kids, we all knew he was fucking weird.
Yeah.
And we all,
Isn't that the thing though? They
Yeah,
always fucking like Jimmy Savile.
Yeah.
How did we not know immediately?
yeah. Well, once we found out, obviously there were some people some of the girls were like really like upset that had happened. Obviously, as kids, you just take the piss out of everybody.
Yeah.
And we were doing the piss taking, and our form teacher, who was a woman who frequently used that toilet, got quite upset and cried during a lesson because we were.
The woman did.
Yeah, our teacher, we made her cry because of making jokes about Mr. Bodley seeing her go to the toilet. Yeah.
But she was a full-grown woman,
Yeah, I know.
so that was just voyeurism.
Yeah, but she
So
obviously
he was into it all.
but we
But
don't.
she busted him.
It was another teacher spotted it in there. Oh no, it was a student who spotted it in there. I think this was ages ago, man. Fuck. But
That's twisted, dude.
yeah, but yeah, she was obviously pretty distraught about the fact that he'd been watching her piss or whatever. So yeah, it's pretty rough, innit?
Felt violated. I bet
Yeah.
she did. Poor woman.
Yeah, I know, and I'm not gonna just say
What
me,
was
'cause
what were the what were you doing?
I can't remember, mate.
Was it a song?
No, there was no taunts. We weren't like, it wasn't directly targeted, but we just kept cracking jokes, and we kept cracking jokes, just not targeted at her, just about like Bodley being a pedo and like watching somebody have a shit, as you do. And then it was obviously she was just like kept telling us off for it, but it was obviously like getting to her. And we just weren't picking up on it until she started crying and ran out the room.
Yeah, and then everyone's like, "Oh,
Yeah, so pretty bad. But yeah, there was a couple of others as well. But the Bodley pedo story he was like in the newspaper, and I swear, I don't know if this was true, but I'm pretty sure he was like, he did not apologise. He said he wasn't like, oh, I'm really.
did you not get arrested?"
Yeah. Oh, he went down for it.
But he wasn't sorry.
No, he wasn't sorry.
He was like, worth it.
Yeah, he was like, man, what is in here? Whew, keep me going forever.
Yeah, that hard drive's full.
Yeah. So yeah,
Pedo
dark.
drive.
It must have been shit because this was when I was like 14 or 15. So how old am I now? 30. So like 16 years ago. That's going to be real shit camera quality, and for it to be like small enough to be hidden, it's going to be even shitter camera
Maybe
quality.
that was part of the turn on. Like it looks like
so-
CCTV footage.
Look at all those pixels.
Look at them. They don't know. It's all grimy and shit.
Yeah. I feel like we should probably get off paedophilia.
Yeah, I don't know how you brought it onto paedophilia. That went dark quick.
Apologies.
Funny one. I'll bring one funny back. So it's a university story. This isn't me. This is my mate. I'm going to say it. Ben. Hi, Ben. He was... so this was in first year of uni. Now, Ben was not a small fella. He was one of our forwards for the rugby team when we played. But good-looking lad. Good-looking lad. Just he was an average of like 15 stone, solid throughout uni. You know what I mean? Just didn't work out. It's just what he
just
fucking
a big
was.
guy, yeah.
Yeah, it's broad. He had that one of those guys that had the ability to just squeeze you. You know, if you had a play fight with him and you were really technical, and he'd just get you and squeeze you, you'd be like, "Fuck, he won."
Yeah.
It's like one move: grab your limb, squeeze it, pull it, wrench it,
yeah.
and you'd be like, "Fucking hell!"
Yeah.
I've just learned this move. Let me try it on you. Oh, it doesn't work on Ben.
Yeah.
What happened with him? He just squeezed my head. I don't know. I lost again. I don't know, but he owns all my shoes now. He had a girlfriend throughout the first year of uni and that, so he was getting, and he was already quite sexually experienced for somebody who went to an all boys school. Yes, Ben, a little worrying, but I think what it was more the fact of there was probably girls that were from the old girls bit in the same villagey areas. When they came together, they just went like ape shit. Like, doesn't work, by the way, people. Keeping all boys and all girls together to think it's going to separate them from doing stuff makes it worse.
Yeah, sure. Like, is that the purpose to like keep
I assume it was at some point, yeah.
distractions of opposite sex?
Yeah. And then all it does is leave them like foaming, going,
Yeah, they're just going to be absolute filth
give
when
me
they
anything.
do get together.
Yeah. And so he got quite casual about the old sexualness. And so, when you go to uni, you've got small beds, okay? But there's a student accommodation. So they were a single bed, and a single's being fucking generous.
Yeah, they're then like super.
You're talking army level single.
Skinny beds.
Yeah, skinny beds with also like a plastic coating on the fucking mattresses.
mate,
So if your sheets slipped off in the night, good luck getting unstuck from that motherfucker by the time you woke up. So yeah, you had to be creative in your positioning so that you didn't literally fall off the beds. Yeah. So I'm assuming it was a doggy style moment, and he's a big lad. She was not a big girl. She was rather petite. Well, she was at the beginning of uni, not towards the end. And he was going for it, and he was like thinking, "Fucking yeah, I'm going and going." She was, he's getting a bit more excited. She's going and going. She's more excited, and he's going, and then she clocks her head off the wall, knocked her out cold. And the best part of the story is, he said, I was going, she smacked head, there was a bang. And then he doesn't stop the gyrating movement, which shows me he kept on going whilst he's going, I'll call her Laura. Laura, you all right? He's still going.
Yeah.
Yeah, just, Laura, you still there?
you
And then he
doing?
slowly realised she was unconscious and was like, I bet he had that moment of, he said he had the moment of, do I wait till she wakes up and just keep going? No.
There's no.
No.
Like, no one talks about that. What happens if you?
Well, he did. Yeah, he slowly came to the conclusion she should probably stop.
Yeah.
And wake her up.
Yeah, that's definitely the correct answer. Obviously, she was consenting, but still.
But imagine the force of the hip thrust to knock somebody out cold on a single impact.
Yeah.
We're not talking about multiple on the headboard. It's a one single solid. How's your father? Into the wall.
It's got to have been right to the top of the head.
Right
or
to the
something like-
cranium. Yeah, right to it.
Unless she ain't got she's just got a weak chin. She's just got a fucking weak chin.
You're useless in an abusive relationship.
Yeah, she definitely
lose
would.
everything.
Yeah.
She wouldn't stand up against Hurd.
No.
Hurd would put her down.
Yeah, instant knockout, mate. KO, right?
Yeah, she Hurd even beat her other partner, didn't she? Who was a female. She beat everyone.
Yeah, for certain.
She's undisputed. Yeah, so that was one. The second one was one of the boys whose names I can't remember now, which is a shame. But he literally texted us all and was like, because the way the blocks were, they were kind of there was multiple blocks, but they would essentially at certain points create like an L shape, so you could see across from one window to another. From flats to flats without them being directly facing each other.
Yeah.
Just from the nature of the builds.
Yeah.
So he was like, everybody get to Big Ed's room for 3 p.m. Like, why? He's like, just get to his room by 3 p.m. So we're all there thinking like he's going to be there doing something. He wasn't there. And he sent a text message and he's literally about 15 minutes, my window. Make sure you're looking. And literally, we're all there. 15 minutes later, he had got this girl. He had got her back to... He fucking time scheduled. Whilst he was pulling this girl, texting us time scheduled, he'd worked out the actual timings of distance and chat that he'd require to get her into the bedroom. And then, boom, 15 minutes, his curtains come piling open. And he's American Psycho style... bicep pump pointing at us through the window whilst doing this. Poor girl from behind who's no clue what's happening. We're all at the window across the yard of the university flat. It's just like, yeah. He's just giving it. Not a clue.
Hilarious.
Not a clue.
How the fuck did he orchestrate that?
Fucking amazing.
He must have been texting while going. He's just like...
Just on the route. Imagine he must have been chatting to her whilst messaging. He's like, well, it's 90 feet away from the apartment now. She's definitely game for it. Right, boys. As he's typing out loud, yes, mum, everything is fine. Really, he's like, lads, get to the bedroom. Amazing. But the funny thing is, we had no clue. And it was because his blinds were down, and then he just whooshed them up, and he was like, yeah. Full American Psycho. Pointing at the camera job.
That's a
That's a
legend.
That is a legendary move.
So I imagine there's loads of crazy shit. Because I never went to uni or anything like that. All that kind of crazy shit.
I remember in the first year, there was one girl who was really after me. And you know me, I'm a relationship guy. So when I went to uni, I was in a relationship because I'm a dick. If you're going to university, don't be in a relationship. Go have fun. Enjoy that fucking time, man. Maybe second or third year if you feel like it. But first year, be free.
Yeah.
And if you're listening, be free. So that kind of, I think I ended up splitting up halfway through the first year. So I became single through that. And then this girl had been after me. She was like across the hallway. And I remember she offered to buy me crispy duck from the Chinese. I was like, oh, I'm in.
We have crispy duck all the time.
I know, and you never give it up.
Maybe tonight.
Yeah, so I was like, this is game time. But this was at the stage where, like 18, like I've been in relationships and things, so I was single again. Now I'm gonna have to perform like hero level again. Yeah. There's no lollygagging. So I was like,
Lollygagging.
yeah, got to clear the boys out first. We can't be having any preliminary,
Yeah.
We can't be having them getting on there and
overexcited
tapping out easy. Yeah. So there was numerous points where, so we had the crispy duck, and then it went, and then she was like, "Do you want to come to my room?" Which was literally 8 feet away.
Yeah.
Cheers, buddy. And I was like, "Yeah, but I just need a toilet first." Had to go for a furious wank. Furious wank
Well,
to
that's just reminded
clear
me
the
of
lanes.
Danger Wank.
Danger wank. It was a danger wank. There were other housemates in, one of which was a lesbian, who had no cares about me, she would have walked in. She didn't care.
Yeah.
She would have banged on the door. She had no care. In fact, she kind of enjoyed fucking up my chances of having sex through as I learnt down the weeks. It was part of her enjoyment of a day.
Yeah.
But yes, I went for a danger rank, nailed that, and then came back in to do the deed, did the deed. Still dicey, got to admit, when you're single at 18 again,
you're
dude,
like,
that thing
"Whoa."
fires up quick again.
Yeah.
I was like, those boys are ready to go. But yeah, so sorry for a few weeks, but it was like markedly clear that I'd just broken up from a relationship and didn't want to jump into another one. So called it off with her after like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way, all that. And then literally a couple of nights later, she was with some other guy in another student union bar, all like, like in front of me. And I was like, I don't give a shit. Yeah, I was playing tip cricket with the boys from the rugby team, which is a fantastic game. Also highly illegal now.
Yeah.
Do you know tip cricket?
Yeah, you've said before.
Good one. And she was so pissed off that I didn't give a shit that she then physically attacked me in the middle of the bar. And I mean, came at me freaking arms swinging windmilling. Full on windmilling. The guy she was with had to pull her off me. And that is why you should be careful about who you accept Chinese food from.
Yeah, I was going to tell a story, but I can't. It just reminded me of something I can't. So.
That was my crazy student one.
Yeah.
About just I got crazily attacked for it. Apparently, I was just too damn lovable.
You were, yeah.
Yeah.
She was only doing that to get back at you.
Oh, she kicked me good in the shin, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the windmill arms were just a decoy for the shin kick.
I remember.
Yeah. I remember me and the boy had drinks a few months later when he split up with her. He was
Yeah.
like, yeah, she's crazy. I was like, yeah, I tried to tell you.
Yeah.
What point did it of her windmilling and kicking me in the shin didn't give it away?
Oh, man. Girls, everyone's crazy, but goddamn, girls can be crazy.
Yeah.
For sure.
Do you have any other funny ones?
Unfortunately,
big
I haven't got any. Like, I'm trying
Oh,
to
I've got
think.
another one where after...
You've got loads.
Yeah, no, well, it's usually me as the fool of the joke. It was after a good old sexual experience, and I was just like, something. The bed was too small. It was uni, and it was one of those where you're like playfully shoving, like ha ha ha, get out of the bed, ha ha, like that, and then it got a bit spirited, and the girl booted me out of the bed. I landed on a lamp by the side of the bed that I put there to make the room sexy, and completely did my back in and couldn't turn my head for about 4 or 5 days, and basically walked around like Keaton from Batman.
Nice.
Yeah.
I had a strain, like a consecutive amount of glute cramps that were. It just became a reoccurring thing for like a month. I don't know why. Maybe I needed to go see a physio, but midway through, maybe it was my
Did you just
positioning.
lock up?
It just one glute would always just like lock up. Yeah, halfway through, and I'd literally have to like stop and
Just stop, do some stretches and get
yeah,
back
but
in
like
the game.
trying to like a good glute stretch is quite hard to perform.
Yeah, it is.
Especially nude.
Yeah, you're getting into the pigeon. Is it the pigeon stretch or whatever
Or
it
it's
is?
like getting your getting like I don't even hold on. One of them that's good is where you like you've got
Don't you put your leg across your knee in
you're
front?
like-
That's the pigeon.
yeah,
It's the
is that
pigeon.
a
Yeah.
So you're like doing
Yeah.
that nude,
Yeah. Oh,
trying
careful with the balls doing that.
to
Dude.
stay hard.
Looking like you're trying to suck your own dick.
yeah,
doing
exactly.
That stretch.
Not ideal at all. So yeah, but that's it really. I've got.
Give me a moment, love. Just like back off, really cool and be like, it's good.
been in-
You could make it really like deep and centric. You just stop halfway through and go, I just have to stop making love to you for a moment to
Appreciate.
just do a bit of yoga.
So just some like
My
tantric sex,
my
like I'm
spirit
fucking
needs a bit of
Sting
yoga
or something
Yeah.
like
I'll be right back.
that. Yeah. Yeah, just a little bit of yoga,
A bit of dirty
sexual
thinking
yoga. I'm sure there is a thing. Isn't it?
Tantric sex. You
Yeah.
ever done tantric sex? You ever tried it?
Is that just like sex that takes forever?
Yeah, well, that's what I think too.
Yeah.
But apparently,
'Cause
no.
I love
Apparently, it's
lung
about
sex.
spiritual connection. It's all to do with breathing.
Yeah,
apparently,
nah.
it's like you
I
get.
just have
no, it's
lung
meant to be like heightened experience.
Yeah,
but it's got to be patient with it. I feel.
Yeah.
And as well, you know that whole thing where they're like, look into each other's eyes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get the meaning behind it, like stare at each other's eyes until you like connect. But also, it's kind of stupid. Like,
I don't know. Just I think you both have to be like high.
there's a level of spiritualness to me,
yeah.
and there's certain points where it just gets silly.
Yeah.
And I understand. Maybe if you were high, then it would be incredible.
Yeah.
But as a sober human, trying to almost create the sense of the high, I don't know.
It's too
a lot of
deliberate.
work.
I feel
That's what I
too
mean.
Deliberate. It's
Yeah.
out of the moment.
Yes,
like
it's creating a false moment.
in terms of just making it last. Like for me, 100% sex is about the journey, not the destination. I fucking love to take my time. Whereas, like, if I had an option of just like having sex,
sounds fully like a serial killer.
if like there was an option of just having sex and busting in a few minutes, or having sex for an hour and not, I would choose an hour with not.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I enjoy the journey. Like, don't get me wrong, of course I want to at the end. Like, but if I had to pick between just it being over and done in a couple of minutes, I'd be like,
Yeah, but you know, sometimes that just rough, hard, quick sex is good.
yeah, but it's better when it takes longer.
Yeah, but that's a different mental state altogether, isn't it?
Yeah, but I can still go. Like, I don't want to go too
Listen
in
to
depth.
you just begging us out. Hey, ladies,
I don't want to go too in depth about it, but yeah, I don't know. The
you've got a mindset to go for time.
it's not just for Tom. I just fucking like doing it. Like, if I didn't have, if it was physically possible, I would. That's probably all I'd do.
But would you not become infinitely frustrated if you could never end?
Oh yeah, of course. I'm not saying that I want to not, but I was saying if I had to, like, if it was like picking between one or the other.
I think
I
I go
busting
for
in
it.
2 minutes. I just like, I don't know.
Yeah, but at least you've got a conclusion that you can then reset and conclude again and reset and conclude. You've no conclusion ever.
Yeah, but like most women aren't going to come to orgasm in that time either. Like you'd have to be doing.
Yeah,
you'd
but
have to be like
foreplay.
Yeah, you'd have to be a lot of other stuff. I don't know. It just. I suppose you could make it up by like lots of foreplay as well. Actually, that just reminded me of something you said earlier because we said about episode 69. It wasn't on the podcast, and you were like, "Oh, who likes 69s anyway?"
Oh yeah, we said that today.
I like
Literally.
a 69.
I said it in the garage. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
We were because the torque value for the rear wheel nut of the bikes was £69,
Yeah.
and so when we set it, we were like, well, that's a number we should definitely remember. And then I said, does anybody truly like 69s anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're and then you walked out the garage because you had a phone call came out, but I was like, Lou I said that was the ending point of the
Cut me,
conversation.
D.
I was like, Lou just left. I said, that's clearly his exit where he's like, because me and Mark were both like, meh. And then you walked off. I was like, Lou clearly loves 69s.
I do enjoy a 69. Yeah.
I do all right.
Yeah. I like going down. I like. Again, I just don't. I'm like.
I get you, but I just think the 69 is a little. Well, it depends which way you do it. Are you on the bottom or on the top?
I'm on the bottom. If I could kill him if I was on top.
Just dead.
Yeah, dead. yeah. Like your mate knocked his missus out, just like
Dead
gets
by letter K.
Yeah. No,
Didn't even get the full alphabet.
I don't
out,
even
dead.
think it should operate that way around. Really, should it?
No,
Like,
that's pretty aggressive.
unless
an
there's
aggressive
unless there's
69.
like a size difference, like a guy's real small and the girl's real big.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe then it had a practicality.
Don't dismiss the small people.
No, yeah. So out of
Little people,
practicality,
whatever they like to be called now. 69, dude.
I don't know. I just love it. It literally ticks multiple boxes.
Sometimes it's all about the mood.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be a regular thing that I'd go to.
Yeah.
But then I quite like to be the dominant one.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Why you looking at me like,
No, I'm just
I like you
thinking-
with the dominant one, and then
yeah.
you just were like,
I'm just thinking like if there's any moments where I don't like to be, but even if I'm not on top, I'm still controlling stuff.
yeah.
It's if I'm not involved in what's happening, like
Yeah.
as in the choice of it, I almost get disconnected.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it becomes regiment. It becomes like the porn thing, like GIF.
Yeah. I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that. For me, I like a little bit of variety, and I think that's just something. It ticks multiple boxes. When you said that, I was quite surprised. I thought that was like a relatively normal thing that
Might be.
people like. And
Might
then
be.
it was two
It's
to
a
one
rule.
in the
2 to 1 in the
69.
no, yeah.
Actually, right, that's another thing. So we've
Yeah.
already said, do you like feet? 69 or no 69? Is
Yeah.
that for you?
Yeah.
And I suppose this would be interesting to know from a woman's point of view as well.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. I do. Yeah. Sometimes good. Sometimes it's not a go-to move.
I don't feel like I have go-to moves. I'm just like
You just flow.
it's like a roll of the dice. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know when stuff just jumps in your head? It's not one that jumps in my head.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, you do have to both
It's
be
a-
like
it's a-
you've consciously like 69, 69.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause,
yeah.
like you never find yourself the wrong way
Accidentally
around
that
by
way around,
accident,
yeah.
do you? Like,
What a
unless you
predicament.
want to use breakdancing in the middle of it. Well, that'd probably be the only situation. So, right. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I genuinely, because I've been in a relationship for such a
That's
long
the thing.
time.
So we can talk about that one. If you've been in a relationship for a long time, how do you not make it a smash 2-minute thing? Because I think that's what happens with people is they end up getting in a habitual state when it comes to the sex, and they go through the same regimented thing all the time, and it becomes almost like a mechanical thing.
Yeah.
So how do you? Because you've been in a long-term relationship.
Mm-hmm.
How do you keep it not spicy but interesting?
Pegging.
Yeah,
Pegging.
that's the one.
See, anyway.
That's the move.
Should we restart? We got 30 seconds.
Okay.
I just need to have a wee.
Alrighty, we's are over and that's done. We're going to have to start wrapping this up, as interesting as it is. So, spicing it up after a number of years, what's your top tips?
I think, like you said about these kind of routines or like, what did you call it?
Getting mechanical.
Mechanical. I think I could see how that can happen. I think some routines are good because it's obviously things that you both are aware that you enjoy.
Yeah.
I guess it's just knowing. It's
Actually,
honest. Like I think
there's an
communication.
order of things that would happen. I think that's what happens with people. It's like, oh, this
leads to
starts it, which leads to this, which leads to this, and it's very like
Communication, realistically, like actually having a real open conversation about what it is you enjoy and don't enjoy. Yeah. And I think that's
I think
that's
that
the
is the
solution
biggest
to
key,
pretty much
isn't it?
every fucking problem, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
just communicate, talk. Don't be too uncomfortable about it because we all fucking do it, don't we?
Yeah.
Like, so why not try and like?
Start small.
I always think that your objective should be for your partner to have the best time possible, and their objective should be for you to have the best time possible. And like, if you're both going with that idea, then
Good time.
yeah, everyone's looked after. Should all be fun. So yeah, should we start going on to the questions that people have sent in, or the
It's not questions,
or the
it's just a couple of
stories?
statements. Don't know how many there'll be because we only put it up like, well, it says an hour ago, but that's not right, is it? I hate Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram is really crap at the moment.
So many bugs. Okay, here we go. Shikada-boom. One comment is just, I used to be a lovemaker, then I got married. Yeah, but now think about it. You're like with that one person, so both of you should just be no holds barred because you got each other, essentially, if you agree to your marriage proposal, until you're dead.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so
Whatever's going on in your head,
you should be able to tell him, like,
the
if
darkest
she
stuff.
wants you to butter her ass and you want her to pour gravy on you, that's
Yeah,
what you know,
shitting in each other's
should
eyelids.
get buttery graviness together.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to do that. You got to, like, what is it you really want to do? What do you want to try? Even if it feels silly to you, do it for them, and then they'll do what you want for you.
Yeah.
Become the lover again.
Yeah.
There's another one. I won't name them, but it's a female having sex on the washing machine while it was on a spinning program. Guaranteed squirting. From the washing machine?
Yeah.
If you've broken it, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that makes sense. The spinning cycle of a washing machine. I can't see how that would help the bloke.
No. Have you ever had anything that's vibrated your balls as you've been, going at it? Because it makes my balls itch. If anything vibrates my balls,
Vibrating balls.
not like not.
I've yeah. So yeah, no, don't like it.
No, I don't
Not a
either.
fan.
No, it's like tickly / itchy.
Also,
it makes me want to just
Anything,
Go,
yeah, anything with the butthole, not into it.
oh yeah, not your butthole
My
or somebody
butthole,
else's.
yeah, my butthole, not into it.
Yeah. So
Not into that at all.
no, not
Not a
either.
thing.
No.
Don't care what's up there prostate wise.
No.
Not into it. Maybe later down the line.
Yeah, I feel like I've got way more things to exhaust
Yeah.
before I get on.
Yeah,
that.
there's too many other things I'm interested in before that. So, yeah. Hang on, what's this? Okay, tissues later, I went to the bed alone feeling oh, hang on, there's a full story. Wait, I've got to cut back here.
Oh.
Here we go. Oh, wow. Okay. Cut my butthole shaving it in anticipation for kinky sex. Now,
Is this a woman?
Don't know. The name is
Howard.
either or. I'm assuming that's a bloke shaving a butthole, because I used to have a mate who loved a bit of the bumhole licking. He called it tromboning. Loved a good tromboning. And he used to shave his butt because he had an hairy ass for his missus when he knew that it was a special night ahead.
Oh.
Yeah. He used to love telling us about it.
Actually, that's just reminded me of someone from college who used to, and he was like trying to get. He was like, "Oh, it's great. You should try it."
Yeah, it's got a lot of fans.
I just remember not being able to look his missus in the eye. If I'm honest.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once you know.
yeah.
Once you know. Cut my butthole shaving it in anticipation. Cut your butthole.
Yeah, there shouldn't be hair on your butthole.
No,
though.
he's gone too quick with the razor.
Oh,
He's
right.
whipped over, hasn't he?
Well,
He's either used clippers and caught it, like going the wrong direction with a clipper, which is bad, or razor. Oh, God, imagine. How long would that take to heal as well? That's a crevice. That's a damp area.
Yeah, you have to just keep it spread, get the fan on it.
Oh, you can Sudocreme that bitch up.
Yeah, you know, you cut yourself shaving, you stick a bit of tissue.
Just wads of
Same,
paper in
yeah.
your butt. 10-minute phone call to brother asking for help and advice. No advice was given. No sex happened. And many bloody tissues later.
We were right.
I went to bed alone feeling ashamed and couldn't tell my partner why.
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Jesus, that's the best bit. Feeling ashamed and couldn't tell them why.
guy.
As he walked into the bedroom with a fully stuffed pair of underpants, like rustling. And slightly like cowboy walking, I'm assuming. Edging your way into bed like, ooh, ooh. Or trying to hide it and just like, every time. Dude, how long did that take to heal? I want to know.
Yeah.
That's got to be a good 5 or 6 day healing process there.
I
You gotta
reckon
have
the
3
chance
days
of
of
getting
hell.
infected as well.
Yeah,
Fecal
high.
matter, yeah.
Really high. Damn, boy. Yeah, that's a rough one. I think we're gonna have to cut it short there, mate, because the time is ticking, and we've got one of the lads downstairs who's slowly dying of hunger,
Yeah.
and I've got to get up early and get to this racetrack. It's been a fun one, though.
Cool. There was something else I was going to say, and I've forgotten it.
I wonder if I can get to the Anchor voicemails, in case anyone's left us another one from this stupid app. Why is it that companies are so terrible about allowing you to just easily access your own information?
Yeah.
Why do they have to make
Anchor's
it
really
overly difficult?
crappy.
It's most things, though. It's most bloody things. It's like nobody uses the shit they build.
I just remembered what I was going to say.
Go.
It's
Whilst
still
I'm doing this.
slightly related to it. So obviously, you know that I started testosterone.
Oh, yeah.
It's been 13 days. So in terms of the gym, no changes.
We'll cover this next week.
Yeah, we'll do a short which goes into
Yeah.
much more detail. In terms of my horniness,
Is it unreal?
it was already like I already had a very high sex drive, but now it even haunts my dreams. There is no respite for me. I'm
I
having.
can't escape my own dreams.
I'm literally having dirty dreams again, like a fucking like a kid. I'm like,
Waking up with new ideas.
it's. I ain't gonna go into any of the details of what I'm having to do, but like, it's annoying.
Are you having to service yourself?
Sometimes
Too
in the middle of the night because I need to go to sleep.
Oh, that bad?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is
It's only
pure
a
teenage level.
Yeah, exactly. And like, it's detrimental.
Could just not wake her.
She'd never know. She'd never.
Dude, that is heavy, though.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's a spike
Yeah.
and then you'll
Well,
level off.
I imagine you'll like acclimatise to anything because the levels that I'm taking, they're not even fucking high. But I don't know if
but
it's
you
just because
weren't
that's
low anyway,
that's the
were
way I'm in. Like I'm
Built.
I'm a sexual being. And
Have you spoke to him, man, about it?
No, not yet. I don't like. It's nothing to worry about. It's just frustrating. You know, it's a. like when I started taking finasteride, and there was like issues of like,
Are you still taking that?
issues of it like
No joint
trashing your
issues,
libido, and I was like, I could do with my libido getting like knocked down a few pegs, and like it's not at all.
Nothing.
And yeah, since adding in testosterone, it's definitely, it's not like ramped it up to something weird, like, you know, when people take tren and they like start getting into different kinks that they never had
there
before.
was that literally changes their sexual desire.
Well, it makes them like hypersexualized. Like I'm not like.
Didn't someone go gay or something?
Yeah, there's like people do, but basically doing all kinds of stuff which is like
just
outside of their
anything
normal.
Sexual, I'm into it. Like,
Well, it has to be like so super extreme. So I'm not like that. It's my preferences haven't changed. It's just constant. Like
So even if you've had sex, you just want more afterwards. It doesn't kind of subside.
yeah,
Or do you
pretty
have
much.
do you have respite?
I've always been like wanting to just keep going. Just like I said, because I enjoy the journey more than the destination.
Yeah.
But now it's definitely like more noticeable. Like after sex, then my sex drive is lower for a few days. It's just not as like, it's not a constant. Whereas like now it is. It's there's always just like, I feel like a fucking strong breeze would make me hard. Pretty much. It's a weird one. It really is. But I suppose it's literally going to take you back to being like fucking 16 or whatever. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing
You've
with.
basically reversed the clock.
Yeah.
Well, that's not.
But I might increase my dose of finasteride just to try and offset this. Like that is something that I will talk to Imran about.
Really?
Yeah. It's, you know, because it's not like I don't want to live like this.
Oh,
Like,
it's that bad.
It's not bad, but like real, like I don't want to fucking, I don't know. It's just a pest. It's a pain. It's annoying. I could live like it, but if I can offset it by just taking more finasteride, then I'll do that, because then potentially I'll have like even less DHT conversion. So there could be more of a bonus for it. So yeah, that's me. Now, if you're looking at me, I am aroused. Yes, all the time.
This is one to end it on. That's a good one to end it on. There you go.
That's not true. It's
If
not
you want-
all the time.
If you want to be jacking off in the middle of the night, simples. Just take some testosterone and get a Lewis mind.
Yeah.
Get a hive mind with Lou.
Yeah.
I can't figure out how the heck that anchor thing works, but it does appear like they've actually upgraded the app now to show all of our episodes, because it stopped. Remember, it didn't have any of the video episodes on, so our app doesn't deal with the video ones. They've just popped up on there now.
Oh, nice.
And it's just had an update,
Yeah.
so we can actually start seeing a bit more throughout. I think there'll be a way of getting to our messages on there. Now, obviously, we put it out late on the Instagram about doing this, that you can leave voice messages. So if you want to leave us some spillover voice messages for next week on our voicemail service, just go into the description of the Spotify episode, or go and find us on Anchor, the actual platform itself. But there'll be a link on the Spotify episode. If you scroll down through the description, it'll say voicemail link, and you can literally just leave us a voicemail. It's just a recording. Now, it will have you signing shit up, like it has your email and stuff, and it's not doing that. You can just click, you don't want contacting by them. The reason it asks for all that stuff is so that they can email you if we use your voicemail in a podcast, because the way their system works is you leave us a voicemail and we can add it to the podcast as a soundbite.
Yeah.
But the way we upload a podcast, we can't actually do that.
Ah, right.
It's if you create the podcast through their platform, which we don't do. We upload an externally completed copy already. So that's the only reason it's asking for your emails. Just make sure to untick any box that says you don't want to be contacted. And I think there's one box, but the rest of it, it's all legit. It is coming through to us. And once you've signed in this thing once, you'll just be able to send us endless voicemails without having to do anything else again. And it is bloody funny. I would like this to be a
Yeah, I
constant
like
thing.
that. It was good.
So it can be anything. If you want to send us voicemails about anything, we're going to check them before each episode, and we might we'll either do it at the end or the beginning, and we'll go from there. But thank you to everybody who's joined in so far. It was fun. Thank you for the sexy stories.
Yeah.
If we get some in that are late, we'll follow them through next week. So stay tuned for next week's episode at the beginning. We'll be starting off with any stories that come through that we think are worthy of
Yeah,
a
definitely.
good old giggle.
If you're on YouTube, drop us a comment.
Remember,
like us.
it was Lick a Foot, Lick a Frog, 69 or no 69.
Yeah. If you're on Spotify, rate us. If you're on Apple, do whatever the
thanks
hell
for
you
running.
do
Nice.
on Apple.
Review. You can leave reviews on Apple.
Yeah.
Leave us a
All of
review.
that stuff really helps. And
does.
we've said it before, For us, a lot of the time, this is a bit of a one-way street. We're there talking to you guys, but we don't always get that much back. We do get some stuff. Obviously, we've played some voice notes. We've had some great messages. But that's somebody who actively had to go out their way to do that. So if you're listening and you haven't done it, just fucking do it. Reach out to us. Leave us a comment saying
or a question.
Yeah, comments, questions, anything like this is purely based on what people want us to do. You look at us. We have no fucking plan. We don't know what we're doing. If you don't tell us to do something, we'll just
Didn't even keep my hair down for the hair down episode.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Jesus. I'm going to put mine up now. We have no idea what we're doing at any given moment.
We're just doing it.
Yeah, we're just living the dream. Yours is up, mine's down. Yours is down, mine's up.
It's like your sex life all over again.
Exactly. Yeah, just like my penis.
So as always, people, leave behind the bad in the week that's just gone. Bring forward the good. It's been a pleasure speaking to you as always. We'll catch you in the next episode. Toodle pip.
Toodle pip.
Oh, you have to go and stop it manually now because
for
all the way over
fuck's
the
sake.
X is off the phone.